Alright, Operation Riptide. I'm not going to go over all of the patch notes in detail because a lot of them don't really apply to me, but we can just look at the major changes. Private matchmaking queues, so you can basically play with your friends with the code and you'll get a Valve server to, let's say, 10 man for example. Should be pretty good. I'm pretty sure this is only a 10 man or like competitive settings, but I could be wrong. Someone can let me know in the comments. Free-for-all deathmatch is very nice, and grenades can now be dropped just like weapons. Super good for CT eco. I don't really see this being super useful mid-round or late round, but maybe there's a way. Vision after death, I didn't really pay attention to this when I play, but the less death cam info is nice, I guess. Deagle reduced body damage, so it's going to be 3 shot to the chest, but still 2 shot to the stomach. M4-S is now 4 shots to the body rather than 5, and this is still true at longer ranges, which is crazy. Dualies going to $300 doesn't really change the fact that you won't have armor if you buy dualies, and the util you can buy with this is not amazing. Maybe a smoke is okay, but Dust 2 slight visibility tweak from T-spawn through mid. Slight is a very understatement of a word, is very understated word to English. Improves visibility from B backside from upper tunnels. I think this is actually back plat, but could be wrong because I don't really remember. Made gate at top banana solid. This is just behind sandbags, that little like part of the wall. It's not a fence anymore, it's a door, a fake door. And then fix the bullet pen on the plywood, which was like from cave to B or the other way around, one of those two. It used to be like one-way wall bangable, now it's not. And supposedly increased size of plannable area, but I don't see it. I could be wrong. That's the like TLDR of this patch notes. I did have a full rundown, but that's too much. So we can actually just get into the actual game itself. This is the new mid peak. So the T's cannot actually pick from on the ramp. They have to jump down and pick from suicide. And as you can see, I didn't really turn off my HUD for what I usually do. This is interesting. So I did mention in my last Dust 2 video, which was actually the last video I just made, that I wanted to see like this get blocked off and like just have a small angle up here to make it more fair. This is like even past that, and I don't know how I feel about it, because if the T's can still set up to that picking area by the time the CTs start crossing, it's not going to change anything. It's just going to change the CT's trying to counterpick, right? This is still going to be an issue crossing to B. Although, to be fair, I guess with my suggestion, that was always an issue as well. Okay. So, this goes even farther than what I imagined. They kept the railing, though. I think this will be interesting. So, okay, so jumping down from T-spawn to get an accurate shot takes about 3 seconds. And coming from the best CT spawn to crossing mid is slightly faster than 3 seconds. If you have a worse spawn, it will be later than the T's can get down there. So what that means is it doesn't totally change anything, but it leaves the T's slightly more vulnerable to getting counterpicked. So you're basically guessing on where the T is when he's picking. I mean, it's better than the suggestion I suggested, like strictly, because you're eliminating even more angles. But I'm not sure this changes the problem of, you know, getting picked at the cross. And I don't think that problem will ever be solved. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think that problem will ever be solved on Dust 2. I think that's just a feature of the map that we're all going to have to deal with. Increased visibility from backside, or to backside from upper tunnel. I guess that does look a little more clear than I remember. Maybe. I'm not too sure. But, you know, welcome change. Inferno made the gate at top of banana solid. I guess they mean this door here, which does increase visibility, which is nice. Because I remember this used to be like a gate like this. It used to be something like that, but slightly different. Increased visibility is good. I'm down. I like it. So now we're gonna look at the ancient bomb sites and let's check the plantable zones. Oh, they added colored tarp. That's neat. They changed the color scheme too. Increased the plantable zones? This feels the same, no? Actually, this does feel... Is this actually that much larger? It doesn't feel like it. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't really feel like it. On B, I guess this does feel larger, but is it actually larger? I guess it is. Huh. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments if I'm just being crazy, but this doesn't feel that much larger. Anyway, let's go ahead and check the damage with the Deagle on the M4-S. I need to shoot you in the chest. 3 shots to the chest. Great change in terms of making the Deagle balanced. Great change. This is all they needed to do with the Deagle. They keep everything else the same. This is fine. Oh, it's still 2-shot to the body though, or to the stomach, which is a little odd. That's a little strange. I would have taken that out too if I was Valve. I would have made everything 3-shot. I mean, okay. Alright. Huh. 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 4 shots to the chest. Oh. That's weird. That's a little weird. So if you didn't understand, this is 5 shots to the body with the A4 at point blank. Whereas with the M4-S, it's now 4 shots. That's a little strange too. So now it's actually a dynamic trade-off. You get the close range damage, but you don't get the fire rate. That's strange. Very, very strange. Now let's try moving a little bit farther back. Uh-oh. That's still 4 shots to the body from this far? Oh, that's super weird. That is super, super weird. Is M4-S the way to go now? I don't know. I think M4-S is gonna be superior now. It's cheaper, it has the damage of an AK, and it's silenced. Like, unless you're holding 5-man rushes, I think it's M4-S. I think we're in the M4-S meta now. Ooh, that's spicy. That's spicy. Alright, well. Overall, very interesting changes. I want to see how this turns out later. But thanks for watching my initial video. Like the video if you liked the video.